In this session, we're going to learn how to add images to a page on a WordPress site, how to add them to the media library, and how to manipulate those images. So we'll start by going to the dashboard, and then I'm going to go to Pages and All Pages to go to a pre-existing page where I want to add these images, working with theme options, which is currently a draft, so I'll click Edit to bring up the page. Let's say I want to add a screenshot discussing how to change theme options right here in the upper left-hand corner of my page. I'll move my cursor to that upper left-hand corner, and I'll click Add Media, and the media library appears. The media library is where all your images on WordPress are stored. You also use the media library to add metadata to your images, and we'll talk about that in just a second. For right now, we're going to go to the Upload Files tab in the upper left-hand corner, and click it. We're going to click Select Files, and I'm already here in my Screenshots folder of WP images. So I'll select the image, I'll click Open, and here it is in my media library. Now, before we insert this image into our page, we want to go over to the right here and work with the attachment details very quickly. We'll start with the title. We'll change this from SS1 to Screenshot1. We'll then add a caption, how to get to the theme options command. The alt text box is next, and this is very important. It's required by CSU accessibility standards, and basically this is describing what the image is for text-to-speech browsers, so people who cannot see the screen very well can be told what the image is. If the image has text on it, you can simply use that text as your alt text. If it's a link to somewhere else, you can use where you are linking to as the alt text. If it's just an image, you can briefly describe that image. The only time you would want to leave the alt text box blank is if it's a purely decorative image. In this particular example, I simply described the image as a screenshot of the WordPress dashboard, and I use that as my description as well. We'll scroll down. We're going to align this to the left, that you can change that at any time in the process of working on your page. We'll keep it linked to the media file, and we can choose our sizes right here. Right now our options are thumbnail, medium, and full size. As a rule, WordPress gives you 4 options under size. It gives you the full size, and then large, medium, and thumbnail. Now my full size is only 402 pixels wide, so we don't have the large option here. We simply have thumbnail and medium. But if you're working with an image that is 1,000 pixels or larger, you'll have the large option as well. I'm going to go with medium, and I'm going to click Insert into Page, and it automatically gives me aligned left, my image, and the caption below the image. After I've placed my image here, I can still work with it. If I select the image, just click on it, I get this toolbar above the actual image, align left, which we're currently doing, align center, which I'll click to show you, align right, which aligns it right, and then no alignment, in which case the text just appears below it. The pencil gives us editing options, which are similar to what we saw earlier when we were first importing the image into WordPress. Our caption, our alt text, display settings, meaning your alignment, size, and what you're linking to, and then also edit original and replace. Now you don't want to edit using WordPress. It's better to edit before you import the image into WordPress using Pixlr or Photoshop. You can, however, replace the image with something else by simply clicking Replace. I'll click Update, and we'll change our alignment back to left, and here is our image where we want it to go. Now let's say I've changed my mind, and instead of wanting it to go in the upper left-hand corner, I want it to go just below this. There are themes like Headway theme, and I want it to be to the left of this paragraph. I can drag it down there, but it's really hard to get it exactly where you want to. As you see, I've got the cursor just below the T on There Are Themes Like Headway theme, and if I let go, then it went there correctly. So I did do this by being able to drag it. Another option, however, and I'll Control Z to get my image back to its original position. is to go to the Text tab here in the upper right-hand corner, which gives us the code. Here is the code for my image right here, starting and ending with the caption short codes. So I'm going to select this code, Control and X to cut it. And then this is where I wanted to put it before the T on their themes like Headway theme. Control and V allows me to paste that code back in. And now I'm going to go back to visual. I've got the image in the same place where I had it dragged before. So two ways to move your images after you've put them on there. You can either drag them around on the screen, or you can go into the text and cut and paste. And my own personal preference is to work with text and cut and paste because you can work with a lot more exactitude that way. I'm going to click Publish. I'll then click Preview Changes, and here's our page.